with Fellowship of the Martyrs.com, ministry here in Kansas City area. I want to talk to you for a minute about how rich you are. And this is just finances. I'm not talking about spiritual treasure in heaven, just actual finances. So maybe you can appreciate the situation you're in. We've got this chart from World Christian Trends by Barrett and Johnson, 2001. And I want to talk to you through this. This is a chart, a global diagram of today's global human need as of 2001. And I want to show you the very bottom little dot is the 1% that they call the dead, 45 million poverty-induced deaths a year. The Megapoor make between $10 and $100 per year. That is 2% of the world, 93 million beggars that in the world survive on $10 to $100 per year, U.S. dollars. Now, the next category is the absolutely poor. That's 18% that are destitute, 500 million on the verge of starvation, 120 million street children that survive on $100 to $1,000 per year. So $3 a day at the maximum in this category. Now, the next group is the needy. This is 28% of the world, 1.4 billion urban poor, 100 million that are supported by garbage, that live in dumps or frequent dumps just to survive. Now, they have between $1,000 and $10,000 per year on this scale. They are the poor. This total category, 46% of the world, survives on about $3 a day. Now, the next category, we have the just coping. That's 10%, between $5,000 and $10,000 per year that these people make. The global average, you'll see right there is a little dotted line, is 4,770. That's the average of all people living in the world. The 50% middle of the equator there is the average of what everybody makes. Now, the well-off are 35%, and they go between $5,000 and $100,000, $5,000 and $10,000 per year. Some maybe as high as $100,000 in that range. The affluent, the top 9% up there, are between $100,000 and $1 million a year of annual income. And then we have the Megarich that are 0.05% of the world that are between $1 million and $100 million per year. The little dot on top is the richest of the rich. In this case, Bill Gates is up there because it was 2001 and Elon Musk was still trying to get his little startup PayPal off the ground. But they're over $100 million per year of income. Now, the rich are the top 54% of the world, which is above the global average. The poor are below the global average. But to be in the top 10%, you just have to make $10,000 a year or more. Do you hear that? To be in the top 10% of the world, you just have to make $10,000 a year. That means everybody practically in the United States, even drawing Social Security, even on welfare, is in the top 10% of the world. We need to get outside of ourselves and see how very real the problems are and how very grateful we ought to be for being here.